Hello and welcome back to Calradia Expanded at War, and we're currently in a fight against the Azarai. Oh yes we are. And now, I actually didn't plan on recording this particular battle, but it has just dawned on me that this particular battlefield is extremely unique. I'm actually not entirely sure whether this is new, whether this has been implemented recently, but this is one of those battle maps that I don't think I have ever seen. It is basically rolling hills up and down these grassy slopes with trees sporadically placed around the hills here, all over the place. And in my opinion, this is probably one of the most picturesque and strategically focused maps I've ever seen. And it's probably taken the top spot in my favorite map vote, I guess. I mean, you know, generally I have a, you know, in my mind's eye at least, I have a decent amount of maps in my head, and I think to myself, oh yes, I like that map and this map and this map. So whenever I get to a map, I think, that one's fantastic, this one's not so good, and so on. This one, I gotta say, I think is my favorite so far, which is actually saying something, you know. I've obviously fought on a wide variety of different maps, and this one is definitely the best so far. Not sure if it's new or not, but if it is, good work. Good work, whoever created that, because that is amazing. That is really, really good. Just going to let these people go. Thank you very much. And I don't think I'm going to be taking any of the prisoners. Should I? Yeah, okay, fine. I will take the prisoners. Just purely... Oh, there's a bardiche. That's a two-handed. Unfortunate. I actually thought that they were polearms, but no, apparently not. Anyway, I actually thought that I wasn't going to be going back to a town or anything like that, so yeah. I'm not entirely sure. Well, let's just see. Oh yes, I also need to declare an execution to begin against this guy. There we go. Let's eliminate him as soon as possible. Oh, he's actually given up. He gave up at Kavloniki that fast? Why did he do that? What an imbecile. I have no idea why he decided to do that. Anyway, there are no prisoners at Kavloniki. I was actually wanting, as I said before, to speak to Servic about gaining something of his, right? Yes, as you can see, last seen at Kavloniki. And he's been taken prisoner by Sukaina, who is the woman that we just defeated. Hilariously enough. But I would assume that he has been placed in here because there are no castles nearby. So I would assume he's either in here or he's in Tubulus Castle and their dungeon. I'm not entirely sure. Well, whatever the case, I do know the best thing for us to do right now is to besiege Kavloniki, try to take that, and then utilize it in some form of trade. So let's see what happens. Hopefully my siege camp will be built before any large Azarai army appears out of nowhere. And it seems as though Garios of the Western Empire has now declared war against the Vlandians. I actually have a bit of a problem with that because the Western Empire have an army very, very close to us. Oh dear. Oh, that was extremely close. If I had not paused at that exact moment, I would probably be dead, because I'd be doing battle with about 800 units or something like that, because there is an army coming out of nowhere with 668 units in it, with 1200 combat strength. To put that in perspective, I have 630 combat strength. That's pretty significant, but thankfully I was able to complete preparations for the siege camp before they arrived, and now as a result, I am able to potentially be able to take the town, and then we'll be able to take safe refuge inside, and then we'll be a very happy camper indeed. But hopefully it's just a case of getting up there, because obviously the Azarai are very good at defending their fiefs. And I'm gonna hopefully get some more crossbow skill. Well, it seems like most enemies have been taken care of, or they have been chased off from the front lines. So I guess I'll just speed things up a little bit so I can get up here. Ah, it seems like most of my own forces have now been eliminated down in the courtyard, so we might have to do something about that. But I'm going to go to the nearby archery nest and try and clear that out, because as you can no doubt tell, there are a bunch of people attempting to fire their catapult here. I will not allow that, thank you very much, so I will attempt to murder them. Seems like we were successful relatively quickly. Didn't need to worry too much about it. Hopefully I'm not going to get shot in the face by this guy. There we go. And I think I'm probably going to jump down here. I do have the strong legs perk now, so I shouldn't take too much damage with falling. And hopefully I'm not going to get shot in the face by any kind of thrown weapon. Might have some issues. Might have some issues. Fighting against so many and having them all have shields is very disconcerting. Let's see if I can pursue these guys through the streets. I don't have a huge amount of athletic skill, so... I mean, my athletic skill is actually not even bad as far as I'm aware, but I'm just wearing some extremely heavy armor, so that definitely has an impact. Oh, wait a minute. Do I not have 275 in athletics now? Should I not have the ability to spend that perk point in that amazing perk that we all love? Isn't that possible now? I'm actually not entirely sure. Well, whatever the case, I believe we are victorious at Kavloniki, and we will now see whether Mr. Servic was actually being held prisoner here or not. I am not sure right now, so let's just have a look-see here. Okay, we can let her go. No, apparently not. Apparently he was not being held here at all. And I have no idea where he is then. Maybe it's just going to take him a little bit of time to restore himself or something. I really have no clue. But anyway, I'm going to take all the food while I have the ability to do so. I'm going to take all the horses. And then I will just sort by numbers. And we'll just take all of that and then donate the rest to experience gain. There we go. 20,000. For that. Very nice indeed. Okay, let's go into the tavern, sell the prisoners for 31,000. Very nice gain from that. And I can now basically wait here for some time, because this army is... Oh, there's actually two very large armies. This might be problematic. This might be a little bit worse than I anticipated. I'm not entirely sure, but yes, indeed. We now have the ability to spec into Mighty Blow. I actually had the opportunity to do this a while ago, apparently, but I looked at my character screen just before I went into this siege, as far as I'm aware, and I did not have 284 athletic skill, so I must have gotten this just in this siege. So there we go. We have now gained the ability to stun our enemies longer after they block our attack, and also each skill point above 250 grants you +1 hit point, and we already have 284, so we have an additional 34 HP, which is actually pretty amazing. Anyway, let's wait here for some time. Hopefully my medicine skill is going to do a good job at rectifying the problem that we currently have, which is most of my forces being injured, and I should probably also level up my forces while I have the opportunity to do so too. There we go. All right. Can I actually speak to Servic now, because I'd like to do a trade? No, I cannot. Okay. That is really, really weird. Okay, I'd like to speak to someone else then. Who can I speak to? What about Calatild? Does Calatild actually, if I could actually type, there we go. Calatild, I can send a messenger to her, but I don't know whether she actually owns anything. She does own Palos Castle, Garantor Castle, Firth Castle, Siotis Castle. Yeah, all of the ones that I gave her. So there's basically nothing there for me. There is Tier, right? Tieram? Yeah, Tieram. Yeah, Servic owns this. This is the reason why I want to speak to him, because then I could potentially trade Kavloniki. As you can see, he's last seen at Kavloniki. He has been released after the battle. That was just yesterday, so it seems like he has been released, and I didn't need to speak to him in regards to freeing him from the prison, by the looks of things. I didn't need to do that, so that is actually great, because that means that he is going to be contactable quite soon, hopefully. Maybe within the next day or so, we might be able to do that. So let's see whether... Oh, never mind. Apparently they are actually going to attack before that, before I have the opportunity. Oh well, never mind, never mind. This does give me the opportunity to safeguard my own interests, after all, because let's face it, we really do not want to allow this to fall into enemy hands just after having taken it. I mean, that would be a pretty awful spectacle, wouldn't it? So let me actually just park my horse here. And I'm terribly sorry, horsey. Apparently your head is all the way in the wall. I'm not entirely sure why that's happening, but okay. Anyway, let's take a look at where the enemy is coming from, and maybe I'm just going to be able to use my crossbow a little bit. Oh, actually, Ballista Fun. Ballista Fun, hello. Yes. Oh, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Give me more of that, please. Oh, yes. Give me more of this. I want more of this. Please stop moving forward. I need to do damage with this amazing weapon. It is so incredibly fun. There we go, nice. I wonder how many ballista bolts I actually have available. It seems like a lot. So, it seems like... Oh, no, don't shoot me. How dare you? I am having the time of my life right now. Do not shoot me and spoil that experience, please. Thank you very much. I'm seemingly getting quite a bit better at using the ballista. I don't know, is it just me? I'm not missing as much as I used to be. So, I'm pretty happy with that, to be honest. Unfortunately, I'm not going to really be able to do too much to the battering ram as far as I can tell. Well, what's the battering ram on anyway? I can't even see the HP value while I'm on this. Ow. Oh, taken out one of the enemy vassals. That's gotta hurt. Seems like long range is a little bit more difficult for me. Ah, there we go. I was able to eliminate a Master Archer, but that's pretty much it, unfortunately. Yeah, I think if if the enemy is close or medium range, I don't do too badly. Don't do too badly with it. I'm pretty proud of my performance on the ballista for the moment, but generally, I think I need to get a little bit better at the long range. Oh, wait a minute. We've got some people coming up the ladders here. I might have to do something. Oh, here we go. Yes, I am actually having to do something, amazingly enough. Usually my forces have this all in hand, but apparently they are now deciding that they will slack off for some reason. Why are they doing that? I have no clue, but oh well, never mind. Should be fine. Let me see. Yes, thank you. Goodbye, sir. Once all of these units are off the ladder, I'm actually going to pick up the fork and see if I can push the ladder down. Because I don't think you can do that while there is someone actually occupying it, amazingly enough. There we go. Okay, so now let's pick up the fork. And how do I wait a minute. Push. There we go. Oh no, someone is interrupting me. No, are you serious, you absolute imbeciles? This is the first time I am doing this. How dare you? Okay, apparently that is not going to work. I'm going to need to maybe I can do it. Go. I don't know why he doesn't just push it faster. I mean, really. There we go. Okay, fantastic. Done. Did I do a good job? Yes. Kind of. Maybe. I thought that was pretty good. Not too bad. Okay, now we can maybe level up our crossbow skill if I don't get shot in the face 10 times over again. Because it seems like I'm continuously getting shot in the face all the time now. I mean, I suppose most of that damage was actually taken during my time on the ballista, but still. Anyway, I'm just going to speed things up a little bit here so we can see exactly what is going to happen. Maybe we are going to need to still participate actively. Oh, hello there. Nope, doesn't seem like it. I don't need to participate actively any further. I've done a pretty decent amount of damage, enough for us to be put in the lead, and now the enemy is running away, which is to be expected, of course. We did so much damage to them. And I am going to be able to let most of these people go now. I don't even know whether I should even let them go, to be honest. Wait a minute. He's the leader of the Azurai? Why is that? He only owns Kasira, and he's only a tier 4. Emir is in... oh, no, wait. No, he's not the leader of the Azurai. He's the vassal. Okay. It just kind of threw me off because he had a title and most of these other guys do not have a title, so it kind of threw me off a little bit. Okay, never mind. Who's this guy? Okay, yeah, that's absolutely fine. There we go. Alright, so I'm going to be taking all the prisoners once again, because obviously we are going to now sell them for a decent amount of cash. I'm going to take all the loot, because there's only 6,000 experience to be gained from that. 41,000 for the prisoners right there. 41,000. God, wow, that's insanity. Okay, so 24,000 remaining from the marketplace. Just going to leave that the way it is, and hopefully I'm going to be able to speak to Servic soon. Let me actually see if I can speak to him once again. Nope, I cannot. Not sure what's up with him. Hopefully he's going to be ready soon enough. It seems like Vipon has now moved on to Kuyaz. Hopefully someone is going to go over there and actually defend it. Seems like Ingalfa is going to make his way over there. He should have an army that is capable of defending. As you can see, he has over 900 units. And as far as I am aware, unless Vipon has received some reinforcements, he has around 600. So theoretically, it should be fine. Oh, hello there. That is an extremely large army. Okay, this might be bad. Yes, this might be significantly bad. Okay. Almost 1,000 strong army. This is interesting. Oh dear. Did I level up actually? No, I did not level up. Okay, of course. Yeah, so 980... Oh, they abandoned the siege? Oh, now they're going in again. Okay, that's very strange. Not entirely sure why they would do that. Alright, so it seems like we do have a little bit of assistance from Voloric and Berican themselves, and hopefully we are going to be able to defend this without too many difficulties. But bear in mind, obviously we are significantly outnumbered. I do now have, however, 229 HP, up from, I think it was 170 almost, I believe. So that is a pretty significant benefit, of course. And bear in mind, obviously, the reason for the increase is, of course, the athletics perk. But obviously, apart from that, we do have the percentage increase from the mod that gives me, I think, 2% per level or something along those lines. So that obviously increases my HP just that little bit more. Anyway, I very much hope that there is going to be... Yes, there's a catapult! Is it going to destroy it? No, it didn't destroy it, but it did hit a whole bunch of enemy units, which is obviously fantastic. Nice. There's a nice hit from Old Man Byron. Very good. Maybe we can get a little bit more. Nice. And it seems like the battering ram has been destroyed now. So now the enemy is going to have to do things the old-fashioned way, which is really not what they wanted. They really did not want that one bit. And I don't blame them. Well, that was a headshot, wasn't it? Yes. Literally using a ballista to headshot someone. I mean, really? Come on now. That's a little bit overkill for my liking, but well, never mind, never mind. Okay, let me see if I can maybe make a long-range hit. I mean, here's the thing. As I said in a previous episode, I personally feel like the ballista should give you crossbow skill rather than bow skill because, I mean, literally, what does this look like? It looks like a crossbow, doesn't it? It looks like an oversized crossbow. I don't think it should really give you bow skill, but... yeah, well, who am I to say? I mean, maybe if you're a bow user or something like that, if you're actually utilizing archery for your particular character build, then you're going to appreciate that. But in general, I think that maybe it would then be a potentially good idea for the developers to institute some kind of different design that utilizes the same formula, of course, than the crossbow. So a different design such as a very large bow type weapon rather than a crossbow type weapon. So I don't know. I don't know whether that how realistic that is or how shall we say practical that would be, but I generally think that that's probably going to be better than it just giving bow skill, because I mean if it gave both then I guess that would kind of make sense, but bow skill in the sense that, you know, this very large crossbow is going to give bow skill? It makes no sense, right? I mean, I think so, but maybe you don't. Who knows? Anyway, seems like we should probably have victory here. I'm going to speed things up and see what happens. Maybe we're going to need to assist a little bit in the center here. Seems like no one's going to be able to get through the walls, and it seems like for the most part we are holding off very, very nicely. We do have a couple of fights to participate in here, but bear in mind that this is obviously just a... I would say this is probably just a formality, and if I want to get my if I want to get my skills up even further, then this is a perfect way to do it, of course. And you know, can you imagine how long it would actually take if I didn't have the super speed mod? Literally, if I didn't have the super speed mod, I mean, literally, just look at this right now. We are currently at 8 minutes, okay? 8 minutes in the siege. So let's just see actually what happens after I kill a couple more of these enemies to sort of clear out the ladder area here. Kind of wish I'd be able to destroy the ladders as well, and maybe they could bring new ones or replacement ones or something like that. That would actually be kind of a cool strategic addition to the siege, but oh well, whatever the case. I'm gonna just see what happens here. So it's now 8:25, so let's have a look and see how long this will actually take from now to be completed in super speed mode. There we go. Okay, so how much it actually is it? Oh, it only took another minute. Really? I don't believe that. Surely. I don't believe that it would have only taken what? Can't retreat enemies nearby? Are you serious right now? Come on. Get out of here. Thank you very much. Okay, there we are. Fantastic. Okay, so we were able to defend. Generally, defenders are going to gain such an exceptional amount of advantage that really there's not much the enemy can really do to defend. I mean, what should we say? Defeat the defenders. So, yeah, that really makes a huge difference. And it seems like we're okay to let every single person go. There we go. And look at how many prisoners. I'm super excited about taking prisoners now, by the way, because we just literally are gaining so much cash from it. 52,000. What's up with this town? It gives me so much money for prisoners, whereas other places barely give me anything. I don't know why. Very strange. Maybe the I don't know. Maybe the slave trading industry is so much better. Wait a minute. Are you seeing that number in the top left right now? 173,000 in the negative? I literally have 173,000 in my inventory right now. Well, generally I have much more than that, but to take into account the marketplace value. Okay, so how much... Wow, okay, yeah, I do have some pretty expensive pieces of gear, but I wouldn't have expected 173,000 worth. Really? I just have to look at that again. I actually thought that I was looking at that incorrectly, but I apparently wasn't. Okay, I'm just going to sell the shields and the ranged equipment for the moment, and then we will wait here for some time and see what happens. Thankfully, all of my vassals are now coming out of nowhere. Ingaltha is now coming along, and Kuyaz apparently was taken successfully by the Western Empire. Not entirely sure what Ingaltha was doing then. I'm going to call him an absolutely useless imbecile, which is exactly what I am as well, but he is slightly more useless at this point in time. Anyway, that's going to be it for this episode. I thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.